What is up, everybody? It's your boy Rogue. So in today's video, I'm at locals again for another Tuesday tournament. My goal, honestly, is just to go undefeated. I think I've proven at this point that my pure Rizeal deck is pretty solid for what it's worth. And it's been really consistent, at least going X1. Really only losing out against rogue decks or when you had them awkward hands where your opponent just had it out to everything. But I know deep down inside that's not enough to do well at a Nationals and or win Nationals. Usually when you win Nationals, you either play something hella consistent while everyone's overthinking their deck, and or you just got to play the best deck in the room and hope you win out from there and beat everybody's techs with your own little spice. So right now, I'm just being consistent with my Rizeal deck to try to figure out maybe some potential new techs to give it a little bit of an edge against everything that's the normal. Raise my windows up if you guys get all that background noise. So yeah, like I said, I left my deck the same, and we just gonna stick it out because I think it's performing well. If anything, I'm just still learning how to play with the Rizeal deck at the rate it's in right now, which is pretty much essentially just pure with no extra extenders. So yeah, man, I'm about to head to the shop right now. The tournament's starting like, 13 minutes. I'm just vibing to some music and just reflecting on life. I got a lot of stuff going on, like in my personal life. I can just give you guys an example. I'm looking for work. Obviously, YouTube ain't paying all the bills, and it ain't that I can't find work. I mean, I have a pretty good work history, and I can get a job like that, but it's in grind time because I gave my time enough time to try to be a YouTuber full time. So once I do pick up a job, I already had 2 phone interviews this week. So once I do decide on picking a job and or get a job, which should be within the next week or two, I will be cutting back on videos a little bit, but I'm gonna try to be as consistent as possible. Like right now, another thing I want to talk about too, but as far as today's tournament, I'm tired. I stayed up super late yesterday just reflecting on life, where I want to go, and personal goals and everything like that, and I just couldn't sleep. That's probably where my insomnia is coming from. So I'm a little tired, so I get to get the benefit of playing really tired and see how I perform with my deck while playing tired. So, with all that being said, I'm going to catch you guys at the round 1, man. Y'all stay tuned. All right, guys, coming to round 1 of the tournament, ended up playing my boy David and his Fiendsmith Blue Eyes deck, the same deck he just won regionals. I knew this was going to be a really good game because, for one, every time we play, he usually beat me for 2. I actually wanted to play against this deck to see how good my pure Rizeal deck would do against it. So I had a really strong opening, honestly, and I got to everything I needed. He did have the Dominance Purge, but it didn't really matter, honestly, because once you get everything set up like that with the Rizeal deck, you're in a good position. Like, I have Detonator. I'm going to end on Star Liege, of course. He passed on his turn, and he just pretty much scooped it up to go to game 2. Like, my hand was just really cracked. Like, ended on Detonator dual drive with back row and the field spell, and he just had to pass, which GG no reroll played. Now, coming into game 2, he started off pretty weak, but he had hand traps. I started off weak as well with the normal summon sword. I made a mistake by not setting plug-in. Why? I don't know. I think I was just overthinking my play. I was trying to rely on my hand traps, but setting plug-in would have prevented me from getting OTK right there, and I probably could have came back on the following turn. GG no reroll played. Coming into game 3, I just sided my Dragon's Mind, my Solemn Judgments, and I'm like, screw it. I opened up Tachyon. I'm like, as long as this Tachyon don't get negated, or if I get hit with a draw, we in the game, baby. And luckily for me, he didn't open up any hand traps. So I just went full Rizeal combo, set 3 pass, which was Dragon's Mind, Judgment, and it was pretty much, as the UFC say, that's all over. I mean, can't no deck really beat through all that gas at that point, but it was a good game nonetheless, man. I told him, man, that's just that regionals bad luck. When you win a regionals, you usually screw up locals right after. So, GG no re-well played. I'm going to catch you guys in the next clip. All right, guys. So, round 1 of the regional, beat my boy David, the most recent regional winner with his Blue Eyes deck. I got game 1, had a cracked hand. Game 2, he got it. I had a good hand, but I just didn't have any follow-up at the Ash my sword. And then game 3, opening hand was literally cracked. It was full, it was Tachyon, Judgment, Dragon's Mind, Imperm, and he didn't have any hand traps to stop the Tachyon from going off. I'm like, oh, I'm like, I got it. Like, some hands you just know, you're like, yeah. He'd have to have like a counter for like 7 interruptions to beat that hand. So, a little tired. I did a misplay game 2. I probably could have won game 2. I refused to set my plug in for whatever reason. I think I overthought that play, but one minor misplay to winning the game. So, we'll catch you guys after round 2. I'm about to do his deck profile, so y'all stay tuned. All right, guys, coming into round 2 of this tournament, I'm playing with my buddy Eric and his Mitsurugi Rizeal deck. So I can technically beat Rizeal too if I open up Droll, or sometimes Ghost Bell is decent against the deck as well. opened up Ghost Bell, but I didn't use it to when he used his quick play spell. I was trying to get the maximum profit. I think I was overthinking my play. Honestly, I should have just used it on the quick play spell earlier in the duel. And he was chain blocking throughout the entire duel, using his Ame second to come back from the graveyard. So I'm like, oh crap. So Ghost Bell is pretty much useless at this point, and yeah, full missile rival board is kind of annoying to play against because not only do you got to worry about the pseudo Omni Negate, you just got to worry about them blowing up your board, which is kind of annoying. So GG no well play. I just goofed off. Then game two, I got hit with a Droll. Should have probably went Bagooska, but I just went Detonator Pass. I opened up the back row hate, but it didn't matter. He just had pure gas. Catch you guys in the next clip. Y'all stay tuned. All right, guys, round two is over. Ended up losing against Mr. Rizeal. I got cooked both games. Like, game one, I drew one hand trap, which was Ghost Bell, and he just had a hand that just really didn't care about Ghost Bell. And I was debating, like, should I Ghost Bell here? He just had so many chain links going on. I'm like, oh, this Ghost Bell seems so, like, weak against this matchup in this scenario because I'm like, I was wondering, like, maybe if he tributes Ame, brings Ame to the field to tribute it to try to bring it back, then I can Ghost Bell there. That never happened. He just went Rizeal combo. And I'm just like, oh, man, maybe I should have just used it on his one quick play spell and just hopefully I can just try to break the board at that rate. But me knowing Mr. Rugi, like, I'm like, if he set, because he had one card set pass, and I think what messed me up was a scenario came up where I was playing through his field, and I go Specimen Sword, bring out EXT. He didn't do anything. So I was debating on, like, should I just go Detonator first and hope he can't stop me? Or should I just go Fields, play my Field spell I had in hand, go Detonator, play Field spell first, then Detonator. But so what I did was I didn't go Detonator. I played Field spell and I paid for it. I didn't really think that through clearly. So I'm like, maybe he got the trap face down. I didn't know what I was thinking. I think, honestly, in that scenario, I was so worried about trying to take advantage of my own Ghost Bell. I just kind of, like, overthought that play. When I should have just went Detonator. If he got something, he got something. I was already in a losing position anyway. And even if I did play the way I wanted to play, at best, let's say if he would say, okay, everything is good, I mean, I can try to draw one, but he has so much gas, I don't think it mattered in that scenario. Then game two, I had a pretty good hand. I actually opened up Dragon's Mind, Imperm. I think I opened up Valor as well with Ice. So I had a really good hand, but I know my Ice, go grab Sword, grab EXT. He drove. I'm like, oh, that sucks. Like, well, at the very least, I can make Dragon's Mind Detonator with Imperm, and I got Valor in hand, so I should still be decent. But that didn't matter because he had EXT. I mean, I Detonator, Chain Valor, and then he had Ice for the normal summon. I'm like, yeah. So it'd be like that. Also, too, what hurt me in that scenario too, he starts his turn with Lightning Storm. I'm like, F. Knowing that somebody hit you, like, F-U-C-K. I'm like, and I gotta raise my Dragon's Mind on his Lightning Storm. Good thing I can recycle it, so I'm like, if EXT is his only play and he has to pass, oh, he's cooked. Because I would have just Dragon's Mind in phase, reset itself by paying 25 and started my combos on my turn. But nope, he had Dragon. I'm like, he's Lightning Storm, I'm like, Dragon Mind. He goes Feather Dust. I'm like, F-U-C-K, bro. He did not want my back row to stay there. So yeah, by him opening up Droll, Lightning Storm, and Feather Dust, I was cooked in that scenario, especially playing Pure. And that's the gripe with Pure Rizeal. Like, it's a good deck, but it's just, man, against some decks that are a little bit better than it, like a Mitsurugi build, they have so much gas at times, there's nothing you can do. Versus Pure, where Pure has gas, it just gets stopped a little easier than everything else. So we still figuring it out, man. There's 2 more rounds left. Even if I finish X1 tonight, that's still not me improving with my deck. I'm just doing the same record going X1 every freaking night. But I guess I could say, hey, at least I'm not scrubbing out. But like I mentioned in my video today about deck building, that's still me consistently going 2 wins and a loss in a tournament or 3 wins and a loss. And it ain't the fact that I'm losing, like, player skill. I mean, obviously player skill plays a big role into everything. It's the fact that when both players are playing perfectly and well, I mean, I could arguably play a little bit better, but the margin of error that I have between me playing them and them playing me and their margin of error is still a big power gap between decks, if that makes sense. So we gonna figure it out, man. I know that was like a long little post game synopsis, but I had a lot of thoughts on my mind because going into this event, I'm like, man, I really want to do well at nationals. I'm trying to win nationals, obviously, but I don't know if I can win nationals with Pure. But I know Pure is still decent, so we're gonna figure it out. We'll catch you guys at the round 3. Y'all stay tuned. All right, guys, I'm into round 3 of the tournament. I'm playing my boy Brandon and his Fire King deck, and I've gotten cooked by the last 3 times we played this matchup, and Fire King is just a bad matchup for Pure Rizeal in general. So I was gonna have a hard time, but I'm like, man, if I lose, I like to go home early. I was exhausted, as I told you guys. Hit him with the Droll. He had to pretty much pass his turn because I had Droll and Perm. Unfortunately for me, my hand really wasn't that great. He had hand traps for me as well. And on his turn, he just pretty much came back. I did Droll him twice, but it just didn't matter because he's like, we both had counters to each other's counters, but eventually he just drew into his outs better than I did. Now, coming into game 2, it's going to start off very similar, and if I'm being honest with you. I'm going to actually get to play a little bit of Yu-Gi-Oh!, pop off full combo. He didn't really have much, and I think I got Droll in hand as well, but he was trying to pick through my board a little bit, mainly because Fire King don't really care about, like, a lot of stuff Rice could do. Like, if you detonate their monsters, they're going to trigger their effects. However, you got to kind of just let them trigger their effects and just let them burn through it and just use their effects, then use your popping in because all their effects are once per turn. The best thing about it is, though, detonator do keeping them off their field spell, which kind of slows the deck down a lot. Because now they just have to hard draw everything and hope they can just play through your board, which puts them in a weird situation. But luckily for me, I did play properly in this scenario, and I end up winning game 2 because of it, because I just had too much gas. Game 3 rolls around now. Now, this game right here, y'all, I made a huge misplay that causes me the game. I am going to draw him after he draw 2, set 2 pass. I Lightning Storm back row. Now, if you guys see right here, I had a bunch of Rizeals in hand. I could have just went for dual drive and been good. He did have the Fire King play, so I don't know how that would have worked. The dual drive would resolve. However, by me not wanting to dual drive, I let him nib first. Then he had Fire King plays. And I was essentially cooked out of that because I played like goofy. So catch you guys in the next clip. Y'all stay tuned. I probably would have won if I would have went dual drive first, but GG no really well played. All right, guys, tournament's over for me. As you guys can see, I got cooked by my boy Brandon using Fire King. Actually, I probably could have won that game. I'm not gonna say I was guaranteed to win. You never know how the game would have played out. But I made a huge misplay. So game 1, if I remember correctly, I'm a little tired, so bear with me. Because remember, the whole point of this video was to see how good I can play just super exhausted. I was gonna skip locals, but you know what? Let me bring you guys some content. Can I play really tired? And to show you guys how worth it is for you guys to play exhausting, why it's important to get sleep when you go to tournaments. So obviously, I think this is common. This is for a lot of players, but a lot of players like to play test all night, grind all night, and some people can survive off no sleep. But if you're like myself, it's team no sleep. That shit don't work once you get in like your mid-30s. Some people in their 40s, things like that. And especially if you're a person like me who work out, you got muscle recovery, your body is really honing in on your energy to help you recover, and so it's going to affect your critical thinking. So anyway, I was playing sloppy all day, but luckily I got round 1. My boy David, I played pretty good at kind of using my brain power for that game. Round 2 against my buddy Eric, he got me because he had cracked hands both games, ain't nothing I can do about that. I probably could have played a little better, but I mean, going second against Mitsu Rizeal, they full combo. You have Ghost Spell, that's nothing. Then game 2, he just had an out for everything I can do. Double back row hit is horrible. And then against my boy Brandon, I think he won game 1. Yeah, he won game 1. I won game 2 because I OTK'd him. And game 3, I drove him. He passed. So I'll go EXT, Sword. I forgot what I started. I had a handful of Rizeal monsters. Instead of just going dual drive to search the field spell, because I had follow-up just in case he nipped me anywhere or if he had a negation for that, I was trying to combo into like I was trying to do some of the Rizeal combos that if he did nib, it didn't matter. And guess what? That shit mattered because I was a goofy. Because not only did he nib me, he had the Unicorn, Destroy, Pop, Bring Back, Summon. So, long story short, I effed up big time in this game. And I paid for it. So, shout out to my boy Brandon. He plays really good with that deck. And like I was telling him, like, man, I have a hard time against Fire King with pure Rizeal. Because literally, I mean, you're trying to destroy their stuff. They all get their effects when they're destroyed. Not really much you could do other than like pop their back row, floodgate them with Dro, which is what I did. But it just really wasn't enough to like come back. I can see how Dinkabui won the YCS with that day because against Rizeal, it's like kind of free damn there. They get that's like an easy win for them, and that was during the Abyssal on the format. So long story short, like yeah, I punted that game. Like I said, I don't know if I would have guaranteed the win, but I could have played it a lot better to avoid nib because I just played sloppy and I paid for it. So this goes to show you guys clearly don't what's the word I'm looking for? Don't play tired because you do goofy shit like playing a nib when you don't have to. And yeah, but it'd be like that. Honestly, I didn't feel like going to locals today anyway. But I figured, hey, I had to film a deck profile for my boy David, and I wanted to bring you guys some content. Final thoughts on the pure Rizeal deck though. I like it, but the format is more evolved because of Mitsu Rizeal. It's like why play pure when you can just play Mitsu? It has so many custom cards from Ame to that other Ame that summons from deck and then get a free tribute to it's just goofy as hell. So I can see why people are just like, dude, just play Mitsu. It's just like it does so much. It's like you might as well just play it. So I might go to Mitsu Rizeal for Nats. But I'm still gonna try to see if I could break pure myself to see if I could something I can do. So I'm looking for different techs and stuff for myself to see if I can innovate it and or break the deck. But I'm about to open up my packs right now, and I'm gonna get up out of here because I just finished eating my dinner, which was just 3 cheddar hot dogs. I didn't feel like cooking. I've been feeling really lazy. Like, today is like one of them days I just want to sleep. But anyway, y'all stay tuned for the pack opening. Hello guys. So I'm opening up my entry packs right now, and I'm about to open broken like I did last week. Can we do it 3 weeks in a row? Big money, big money, big money. Alti. Nope. Chandra. All right. Come on, big money. Come on, big money. Daddy need a new pair of shoes. Come on, big money. We have a case tournament coming up on Friday, so oof, yeah, that was terrible. So yeah, like I said, we had a case tournament coming up Friday, so might change my deck list a little bit before then. But anyway, man, it's your boy Rogue signing out. I'm about to just chillax the rest of my night and get these videos edited. Peace. See you guys in the next video.